Hello dear students. Today we will start our very first lesson, that is number system. About the number system we have studied so far. So number system, suppose we have one line. At the middle, as we know, there is 0, and towards this side all the positive number, and towards this side we have all negative numbers. Here also, suppose one girl is moving along this positive side, so she collected all the positive numbers and put in a bag. That means now bag contains all the positive numbers. That means it is denoted by capital N. That means the bag contains all natural numbers. Now, when the girl put 0 in the bag, that means the bag becomes the set of whole numbers. Whole numbers, that is denoted by capital W. That means what is the whole number? Whole number is a set of all positive numbers and 0. Now, if girl put all the negative numbers in the bag, that means the set becomes the integers here, and integer is denoted by capital Z. What is integer? That means integer is a set of numbers which includes all positive numbers, all negative numbers as well as 0. Now, still we have few numbers on the number line. Just recall the numbers which are this type of numbers: 3 upon 4 minus 2005 upon 2006. That means, yes, you are right, these are rational numbers. That means if we put the rational numbers in the bag becomes the set of rational numbers which is denoted by capital Q. Okay, now what is rational numbers? That means we can say, what is rational number? A number R is called a rational number if it can be written in the form P upon Q. Yes, P upon Q, just like 3 upon 5. So P upon Q, numerator and denominator. Yes, so any number which can be written in the form P upon Q is called a rational number. But here one most important condition is given: Q is not equals to 0. Why Q must not be equals to 0? Because if we have, suppose, 5 upon 0, so here in the numerator 0 does not exist. Here there is no value of 5 upon 0. It does not exist. That means 0 should not be there in the denominator. Yes, but we can have 0 upon 5. 0 can be there in the denominator. Okay, so yes, we can say that 0 is also a rational number because we can write 0 upon 1. 0 can be written in the form of P upon Q. That means something in the numerator, something in the denominator. So, any number which can be written in the form of P upon Q, it is called rational number. But we have irrational numbers also. So, what are irrational numbers? Irrational numbers. What are irrational numbers? Irrational numbers are the numbers which cannot be written in the form P upon Q. What we have studied, the numbers which can be written in the form P upon Q are the rational numbers, and the numbers which cannot be written in the form P upon Q are called irrational numbers. As we know that root 3, root 5, root 2, root 15, root 7, pi, all are irrational numbers. Okay. That means we can say, in the bag we have put the natural numbers, the whole numbers, integers, rational numbers and irrational numbers. Okay, so what we can see here, If we put all irrational numbers into the bag, will there be any number left on the number line? No. Yes, that means irrational numbers are the last numbers which we have put in the bag. So it turns out that the collection of rational numbers and irrational numbers together make up what we call the collection of real numbers. Real numbers, which is denoted by capital R. Okay, therefore we can say a real number is either a rational number or irrational number. Okay, that means what? Real number is what? Real number is a set of rational number and irrational number which is denoted by capital R. Okay, so we can say that every real number is represented by a unique point on the number line. That means on the number line, every real number has a unique place. It has a unique place, just like 0 has a unique place on the number line. Plus 1 has a unique place on the number line. Minus 1 has a unique place of number line. Minus 3 upon 5 has a unique place on the number line. Minus 100 upon 200. Suppose if I am writing minus 100 upon 5, this number also has a unique place on the number line. So what we can conclude that every real number is represented by a unique point or unique place on the number line. Also, every point on the number line represents a unique real number. That means, suppose if we have a number line and here we have a 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on, and suppose here I am writing 115, 115. So 115 is a real number and every point on the number line represents a unique real number. Suppose here I have a point. So definitely this point will show a real number. Suppose I have a point here. So definitely this point will show a unique real number. Okay. So yes, about the irrational numbers, the famous Pythagorean Greece philosopher Pythagoras, the philosopher, its name was Pythagoras, was the first to discover the numbers which were not rational around 400 BC. The numbers are called irrational numbers because they cannot be written in the form of ratio of integers, and root 2 is a rational number. Okay. This is all for today. Just revise the whole concept. In next lecture, we will solve our exercise 1.1. Till then, bye.